It happened right after finishing high school. Summer vacation had just begun, and for the first time, life felt completely free. No exams, no studies, no responsibilities. 4 of us decided to celebrate the start of summer by going camping in a remote place. We drove 2 hours away from the city, deep into the mountains. Most people only went there for hiking or picnics, but we wanted something different, something thrilling. So we went farther than most travelers ever dared, until we found a quiet spot, a small lake ahead, thick trees behind us, and tall cliffs rising into the sky. We set up the tents, lit a fire, and started eating. The place looked beautiful, but as the night fell, the atmosphere changed. The cold breeze and heavy silence of the forest created an unsettling feeling. Around midnight, one of us suddenly pointed toward the trees. "Did you see that? Something moved!" We looked but saw nothing. We laughed it off until a strange noise came from the Jeep. It sounded like someone was trying to open the door. When we checked, no one was there. But the moment we returned to the tent, another sound echoed, like someone rummaging through our bags. "Who's there?" one of us shouted. A heavy voice boomed back from the darkness. "You have something that belongs to me." Frozen in fear, we shone our flashlight toward the lake. A man stood there, tall, hunched, face hidden in shadows, holding something long, maybe an axe, maybe an iron rod. Slowly, he began walking toward us. "This land is mine," he growled, "and those who spend the night here never leave." We panicked. Dropping everything, we rushed to the Jeep, only to discover all 4 tires were slashed. The figure was closer now. In the moonlight, we finally saw his face. Wrinkled skin, red eyes, yellow teeth. His expression was empty, soulless. We grabbed whatever we could, sticks, a knife, and prepared ourselves. But suddenly, he charged. We screamed and ran into the forest, branches tearing at our clothes as we sprinted blindly. After what felt like forever, we stumbled onto a dirt road. A truck appeared in the distance. Desperate, we waved and shouted for help. The driver stopped, pulled us inside, and whispered, "You're lucky to be alive. People disappear here all the time. Some say there's a guardian of the mountain. No one who meets him ever comes back." As the truck sped away, I looked back. That same man stood at the edge of the forest, staring at us, his red eyes glowing in the dark. We never camped in an isolated place again. This happened 3 years ago during a long road trip across the United States. My brother and I were driving from California back to New Jersey. Our parents had warned us, never stop in the deserted highways of New Mexico. But fate had other plans. Our rental truck started consuming fuel unusually fast. With the gas station still miles away, we had no choice but to head toward a small town marked on GPS. The place felt wrong. Empty streets, broken stores, time frozen for decades. At the gas station, locals stared at us like we were outsiders from another world. One man smoking near the door wouldn't take his eyes off me. We fueled up and tried leaving, but every road twisted back toward the town. Even with the highway visible ahead, we couldn't reach it. GPS kept failing. My brother went back inside to ask for directions. He returned pale and shaken. They told me to go 17 miles in the opposite direction down a dirt road, but the highway is right in front of us. As we debated, a rusty old pickup pulled beside us. Inside was an elderly man. He lowered his window and said, "You don't want to take that road. It's dangerous. Bandits, smugglers, people vanish." Then he gave us another route, one that would take us straight to safety. We followed his advice, but soon realized another red pickup truck was trailing us. No license plate. Its headlights burned into our mirrors, and it matched every turn we sped up. It sped up. My heart pounded as the barren desert blurred by. Finally, the highway appeared ahead. We swerved onto it, accelerating as fast as we could. Behind us, the truck stopped at the dirt road. In the darkness, its driver just stood, staring. We didn't stop until we were dozens of miles away. My brother whispered, "That town wasn't normal. Something wanted us to stay." We never spoke of it again. Last year, I traveled to a small town in Michigan for a business trip. There weren't many hotels there, only one built back in the 1950s. From the outside, it seemed fine, but inside, the air felt heavy. The receptionist, an older woman, handed me a key without much conversation. "Room number 6. Second floor, at the very end," she said. The moment I opened the door, a stale smell hit me. The room was damp, old, and unsettling. Still, I was exhausted, so I decided to sleep. Around 11 p.m., I switched off the lights. Silence filled the room, except for the ceiling fan. But soon I felt something strange, as if someone was standing in the corner watching me. I turned on the light. Nothing. I forced myself to relax, but moments later I heard breathing. Close. Too close. At 2 a.m., my phone lit up on its own. No notification, just a faint glow. And in that glow, reflected in the mirror, I saw something that froze my blood. Behind my reflection stood another shadow. When I turned around, nothing was there, but in the mirror, the shadow remained. Then it vanished. Terrified, I decided to stay awake. At exactly 3 a.m., the room's landline rang. Trembling, I picked it up. Silence. Then a woman's whisper, "Leave the room. Now." I slammed the phone down, packed my bag, and rushed for the door. But the hallway lights were off, except for the one above room 6. At the far end of the corridor, I saw the receptionist. I shouted for help, but she gave no reply. She just walked into the darkness and disappeared. Panicked, I bolted down the stairs. The lobby was empty. No staff, no lights, just silence. I ran outside straight to my car and drove off without looking back. The next morning, I asked locals about the hotel. An elderly man froze when I mentioned room 6. "That hotel closed years ago," he said. "A woman hanged herself in that room. Nobody stays there anymore." That was when I realized what I had seen wasn't my imagination. If you enjoyed this terrifying story, don't forget to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss the next chilling and spine-tingling tale. And in the comments, tell us what kind of story